So, fiddlesticks. So, my topic is going to be on whether women should be paid as much as men do in sports. So, over the past decades, we've seen many gender equality movements fighting equal rights or equal pay for women. However, the sports field is often overlooked in the fight. There are fewer female athletes, and female athletes tend to make less than their male counterparts, something I strongly disagree with. Salaries for sports professionals should be based on their performance as a reflection of their hard work they put into training. But our society has always had the deep seated belief that boys often perform better than girls in sports. Hence, they get paid higher. But women went as far, jump as high, and play for as long in most cases as men. On this basis alone, female athletes should make as much as their male counterparts. But what's more, sport careers are very different from normal jobs. You don't just sit around in a desk all day and go home and rest afterwards, like a 9 to 5, for example. Athletes devote their entire lives to their work, pushing themselves through intense training on a regular basis. There is also a lot more mental stress than most people face in their jobs, and the need to overcome failure quickly and keep moving forward. Athletes also have to stick to a very strict diet and sacrifice any desire for naughty treats like fast food, chocolates, candies, any type of sweet that's not good for their diet. But research shows that in the short term at least, the women's bodies holds on to fat longer than men do. So even if a male and a female athlete each had a burger, it might affect the woman a lot more than it might affect a man, which could affect his or her earning power. In this case, the women. According to a study by the BBC, close to 30% of sports, including football and cricket and squash, don't pay their female athletes as much as their male counterparts. This shows a huge lack of respect for the immense efforts females make to excel in sports. In societies that have already established as much equality with regard to skin color, religion, and race, and sexuality by preventing female athletes from making as much as their male counterparts, we are denying gender equality, an issue that has been debated for generations. I say it is time we take a look at this issue of gender equality on sports in the sports field and set up a performance based on the pay standards to make sure female athletes make equal pay for doing the same amount of work as their male counterparts. While equal rights and entitlements may seem to be the right solution to all situations in our world, I do believe that sometimes gender equality has to be abandoned in favor of fairness. And in terms of the sports world, I certainly think that by paying less to the female athletes, we're in fact being fair. The existence of world tournaments and professional leagues highlight the reason why female athletes should be paid less than their male counterparts. Take ice hockey, for example. There are both men and women events in the Winter Olympics. However, while the National Hockey League, the professional league in the U.S. and Canada, was founded in 1997, the National Women's Hockey League only made its debut this year. This late introduction reflects several things. It shows that even though women's ice hockey has been included into the Winter Olympics since 1998, organizers believe that there aren't enough talented female players to make up a whole professional league. It also highlights their uncertainty over whether many people would attend women's games, which leads to sponsorship argument. Sponsorship and advertising only when athletes have a huge follower ratio in social media. Most people are interested in watching men play sports and thus usually go to the male sporting events. For example, take basketball. If you can name me 5 WNBA players, I will say women should be paid more. But other than that, I think that basketball is a great example to show why women get paid less than men. Basketball is a lot more exciting. We see men dunking, blocking shots, doing all these crazy acrobatic things. And when we watch the WNBA, you don't really see nothing like that. It's boring to me. It's just watching kids play basketball. The women are not that exciting. I'm sorry, but it's true. The women don't really have that many views in the basketball world. Do you even know when the WNBA starts? I don't, for example, but I know when the NBA starts because I'm an NBA watcher rather than a WNBA watcher. There are more people that watch the NBA than they do the WNBA, and I think views play a big role in making money. So this was clearly evident the time I went to my school's women's soccer game, which had an alarmingly low attendance compared to the men's game. Companies will definitely get a better deal to sponsor male athletes as they will be able to promote their products with a larger audience. When you see the world for the 100-meter sprint, it also highlights the fact that male athletes are more talented than their female counterparts. The male record is 9 seconds, 9.58 seconds, while the female record is 10.49 seconds in the 100-meter dash, showing that female athletes still have a lot of catching up to do to deserve equal wages. Therefore, paying female athletes less is not a gender equality issue, as the genders is. Therefore, paying female athletes less is not a gender equality issue, as the genders in this area are not equal. So I think it's reasonable that men do get paid more than women, since they complete three things. They have high attendance, people find them entertaining to watch, and they're a lot more physically endowed more than women. Thank you.